Alright, so here we are in RPL Week 7. This took place like I think it's like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. But I was on spring break, and I just did not have like a good opportunity to record this until now. Team Builder's gonna look a little different, it's gonna be a little more rushed, and yeah. I'm not going to really go over his team much, yeah, because, I'm in a bit of a pinch with recording. I have like 2 other videos to record today, so that sucks. But, anyways, you have like Mew, Gyarados, Hitmonchan, Masquerain, which I expected to be a lead web set. You have like Hippowdon, Rotom Heat, stuff like that. I can't really remember the rest of his team to save me, but those were about what I was expecting him to bring. Though he could have realistically brought anything because I have no clue. Like, my opponent is so much of a wild card, like, you have no clue what he's gonna do week to week. And so, my team, I brought E-Belt Latios with 4 attacks, Banded Weavile 4 attacks, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Throat Chop, Brick Break. Both these hit everything really hard. Defensive Bronzong is a solid piece that can kind of counteract all of his team. Nidoqueen hits everything pretty hard. Togekiss, like, all it needed was Aura Sphere and Air Slash. I had to select Defog over T-Wave because I could not bring him on top logically. Cradley's there. Cradley served as my main check for Gyarados if it started setting up Dragon Dances, which, well, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, you can see the set. I'm not really going in depth because, like I said, I have like 2 other videos to record and have some assignments to do. So, yeah, I'm just gonna make these as quick as possible. And, yeah. So going into this game, I do see that he brings the Hitmonchan, which kind of surprised me, but because, I have a Latios, I have a Togekiss, and, like, many other things that fighting types just don't like. But he brought it. He brought Masquerain, so I was thinking like, oh, he may go with a lead Masquerain. So I think I lead Bronzong, and he leads Mew, which I have no clue why he does this, which it kind of worked out for him here, but like, I have no clue why he does this, but he always brings a choice Mew. It's often Scarf, and I don't know why. But whatever. Here we go, he leads Mew. He clicks U-turn turn 1, and I immediately believe it's Scarf, as I just set up rocks. Then I go into Latios thinking Overheat was coming, but he brings Dark Pulse, which is a nice tech. And then Surf doesn't kill. The crit didn't really matter because it was 2-8 KO anyway. He gets another Dark Pulse off, and then he protects for some reason. Maybe trying to see if I'm choiced. Surf again. Kills that. He goes into Mew, and now I definitely believe it's Scarf. And U turns out as I switch. He goes into Hippowdon, which I found interesting, but whatever. And then I switch out into Cradley, and yeah. He goes out into Hitmonchan as I start leech seeding him. Sadly, he has leftovers, so it's a little more of a pain. I go into Bronzong. Probably thinking like an ice move was coming. Now here, I think he goes into Gyara. Yeah, he goes into Gyarados. And I'm immediately scared out by this thing, and I have to go into Cradley. And he reveals that he's sub-Dragon Dance. Well, he reveals sub. So, sub leftovers, which is kinda bad for me. My main hope here lied in Cradley just, like, living. Well, not really living, but managing to knock out a sub in one go. So he goes for the Dragon Dance, and Cradle doesn't knock out the sub in one go. So it's pretty much curtains already for me. But we'll see if that is the case. So we'll try to set up more Dragon Dances. Going all the way to +4. I get the crit with a Giga Drain, but it didn't... well, it kinda did matter. But whatever. He does get the defense drop, which kinda sucked for me. And that probably mattered as much as that crit did. But I go into Weavile and I manage to kill it with Ice Shard, so the game isn't over quite yet. I go into Chogekiss as he reads it and goes for Ice Punch, which kinda surprised me. But anyway, I go for the Roost, Air Slash the Hippowdon, and I still cannot get those Serene Grace flinches. He goes out into Mew, and I'll switch into Bronzong. U-turns, and here is pretty much where the game goes to pieces for me. Right here, I definitely should have just went into Latios and sacked it. Or just like went something else and not stayed in. Because Latios like is pretty much useless. I know the Mew is going to be like Scarf potentially. And yeah. So yeah. This game happened like, oh, it happened 3 weeks ago. This game happened 3 weeks ago. And I'm still mad I did not switch out here. But I didn't switch out and it cost me the game. As he gets the Thunder Punch para, but the para isn't what really matters here. The point is, Bronzong's at 20%. And this is my main Mew. Like, check. So he sets up the Quiver Dance, and I should have swapped out Bronzong there, but I don't think it would have mattered at this point. But Weavile comes in and kills this, and Mew just comes in and sweeps. That crit right there, it didn't really matter. He ran a lot of bulk on his Mew. He had like 184 HP on it. Very minimal speed with modest max special attack. So even if I did get the Shadow Ball off, it had a very low chance of killing. Even if he had like no HP and just 4-spit F, it was a roll. And I think that roll was in my favor slightly, but it may have been in his favor. But point is, I lose the game. And yeah. I'm really upset I didn't switch out there. I kind of tilted this game away, but I mean, not everything can be perfect. And, well, that's how the cards fall sometimes. So, yeah. But anyway, I don't want to degrade this win for Mman. It was a very good win for him and good game to him. Sucks that it had to end on those circumstances. Sorry I forfeited. That, just you getting that crit just kind of set me off a little bit. I didn't know the Mew's HP investment, and knowing that I could have won the game if I just did not get crit there just kind of set me off a little bit. But regardless, good game to Mman. What this means for my playoff situation for RPL is that I fall to the 2 seed despite going undefeated for all the season. I fall to the 2 seed and I will be playing Spongy and the San Antonio Samurats in the quarterfinals next week. Or like very soon, because I'm recording that battle right after this one. So anyways, sorry for the rushed video. Just wanted to get this out there, and well, I'll catch you in the next battle.